Hey everybody, welcome back to Behind the Grape. We are into day 9, I guess it is, of the month. Dry February, still going strong. Um, so that's good. Raising money for the Canadian Cancer Society feels great. Um, so tonight we're not going to do wine. I'm actually gonna do a little cocktail demonstration. I love a good cocktail. I won't be drinking the cocktail. It is dry February. I'm not going to cheat. But with the temperature getting cold, sometimes a great cocktail that has some weight and body and flavor can be a great thing to sip on to keep the body warm while you're watching your favorite show. Maybe get away from the wine a little bit. Maybe if you're not into the beer. So we're gonna try something a little bit different, a little bit fun. To me, a great cocktail is about complexity. It's about flavor. It's about building on flavors. It's not about the vodka and cranberry juice and the gin and soda. Not that there's anything wrong with those things, but there's something about a cocktail that's crafted and made. That's got layers, flavors, aromas, and looks good too. But the other thing about a good cocktail, especially if you're in a restaurant environment, has to be quick. This one we're going to take our time with, and we're going to show you. I'm going to show you what you need to make this particular cocktail. Not yet to be named, or yet to be named. Sorry. I was just thinking of some flavors today and put my shopping list together, and off I went. So the first thing that I look for with my cocktail, I'm going to use a couple of coupes this evening. There we are. So we've got those. I have my cinnamon stick, which, just so you can see, I've already taken and ground down my cinnamon. That'll be part of my garnish. Some sprigs of thyme, also for garnish. And this cocktail is going to be based on, not on sherry, but very similar to sherry. And it's from the producer of Alvir, and it's a Montilla Moriles, Pedro Jimenez. Pedro Jimenez is the grape. It's dried out in the sun. It's made in the same way as sherry is made in the Solera system, but because it's not from within the sherry triangle, it can't be labeled as sherry. And the sherry triangle being Sanlúcar de Barrameda, Jerez de Fontana, and El Puerto de Santa Maria. So this, because it's about 150 miles away, is not labeled as such. This is down in Andalusia. That's where you find this particular spirit. Also going to use a little bit of Frangelico, which is a hazelnut liqueur found in the Piedmont region of Italy. A little bit of Kahlua, a coffee flavored liqueur out of Mexico. Of course, our Boston Shaker. Shot glass, measurement's always important. And here, I've got some, I don't know if you can see that, but I've got some egg whites in here. And of course, a good cocktail, it's ice. And I have my trusty torch. So let's get started. This is something you can make at home. For me, the base is going to be more towards, it's going to be based on the Pedro Jimenez, which is a sweeter flavor profile. But each one of these liqueurs plays off of each other. So you've got some sweetness and toffee and caramel coming out of the Pedro Jimenez. Of course, the hazelnut from the Frangelico, and then a little bit of that cocoa and coffee aroma. So it's really going to be that rich, sweet, nutty cocktail. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add, ooh, pardon me, we're going to add the ice to our Boston Shaker. That's in there. I'm going to make, always use your shot glass. So I'm going to do 2 to 1 of everything else. 1, 2 of the Pedro Jimenez. Oh, I love Pedro Jimenez. PX, for those who aren't aware, we call it PX for the grape. Frangelico. I actually got turned on to Frangelico years ago in Vancouver at a restaurant called Lumiere that Rob Feeney was the chef at. Arguably the best dinner of my life. And I was there with a friend of mine, Fraser Milne. Hadn't seen him in a long time, and we met at Lumiere. And I remember finishing dinner, and he was like, the best thing you can have with dinner, after dinner, is a cappuccino with a shot of Frangelico inside of it. And I was 21 maybe, and I fell for it, and it was the greatest thing I'd ever had. Such a great combination, that coffee and the hazelnut. The Kahlua into the shaker. Then I'm going to use the egg whites. What the egg whites are going to do is add a little frothiness when I shake the cocktail. So I'm going to shake the cocktail, froth it up, and add a little weight and texture to the wine. So when I put the garnish in, it will help to let it float and sit on top there. So we're going to add the egg whites to it. And I'm going to put my shaker in. I want to give it a good froth. Really get everything mixed in there. So then what I'm going to do, take my cups, stand up for this. Let the color coming through there. You want to be careful not to get the ice into your cocktail. Beautiful. So I don't know if you can see that. Oh, it's gorgeous. Then I'm going to take a little bit of the cinnamon. Just put that around. Some cinnamon. Just garnish, and then do 1, 2, 3 sprigs right in the center, and then 1, 2, and I forgot a sprig, so I'll get another sprig here, pardon me. If you really want to see a good cocktail as well being made, I highly encourage you to follow Trevor Burnett and the Incredible Project on Instagram and Facebook. One of the best mixologists and cocktail guys I know. We worked together years ago at the Germain Hotel. Then, now obviously you won't be able to smell this, but I want to add a little bit of aroma to this. So I'm going to turn on my trusty torch, get it going, and I want to just torch my cinnamon and my thyme. Just to release the aromas, toast it up. It just starts to melt inside there. Do both of them. Hope my smoke detector doesn't go off. And there you go. You have this beautiful aroma of the cinnamon and the thyme that's nicely toasted. You've got the lovely layering of the cocktail, your Frangelico, your Montillés Morales, and your Kahlua. Great cocktail to have on a winter's night. Takes no time at all to make. 30 seconds of prep during the afternoon. Then you sit back, enjoy it. Come up with whatever name you want. But just something different and something fun to try at home if you've got all the tools. So thanks for joining me, and I look forward to getting back to wine very soon. Another 2 weeks of dry February, and then we're back into the wine. Thanks, guys, and have a great night.